Howdy Tabletop RPG fans, thank you for supporting this channel. I'm Ranglemy, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this Review's Day topic is the DURF RPG. I love it when a new indie RPG is published, and I was glad to find DURF while searching itch.io recently. The DURF RPG is a 12-page, rules-light RPG zine that balances the best of OSR-style games along with modern RPG game mechanics, similar to many other indie RPGs. Designed, illustrated, and self-published by Emil Bovin in June 2021 for the Creative Commons Jam on itch.io. He updated the rules just a bit in August 2021. The Dutch word DURF translates to dare in English and might be the meaning behind the name. The art style is reminiscent of other indie RPGs with black and white line drawings and a cartoon style with some shading. He lists many great indie RPG designers as inspiration. Emil has released DURF as a Creative Commons by 4.0 project, meaning that others can freely adapt and make the content using both his art and rules. Do the right thing and remember to credit him when you use his work. DURF is pay what you want with a suggested price of $3. Emil has released adventures and add-on content to supplement DURF on his itch.io page. To help promote DURF, Emil is starting his own DURF Jam in November 2021. If you decide to participate, please post your project in the comments. How to play DURF. Like many OSR-style RPGs, DURF uses attributes as a bonus to your action rolls and saving throws. Attributes include strength, dexterity, and willpower, and go from 1 to 3 to start. Characters roll a d20 and add the appropriate attribute, attempting to get better than 15 for the difficulty. There are also opposed rolls, where the characters that are in a contested challenge roll a d20 and add the appropriate attribute, and the winner is the one with the highest result. There is a mechanic for buffing an action roll in an advantage situation by adding a d6 to the d20 as well. Likewise, the situation may call for a break, and a 1d6 is subtracted from the action roll. If more than one buff or break is applied for an action, the highest or lowest value is used. Inventory slots are also shared with stress, which happens when you cast spells or push an action roll. Combat has a simple initiative system where each side decides combat order. Melee attacks use strength, ranged attacks use dexterity, and spellcasting uses willpower. Combat allows for critical hits, and spellcasting allows for blunders. Damage is not random and is based off of the power of each weapon. Armor and shield subtract from the damage, and the remainder goes to wounds. Each time a character is wounded, roll hit dice number of d6 and is compared against the wound count. If the result is less than the character has wounds, the character has died. Weapons and armor can be damaged as part of combat. Resting allows characters to heal completely and repair armor or restore worn weapons. Characters can also carry an abstract item called supplies that allows them to instantaneously repair or replace armor or weapons. There are 20 example spells, and it should be easy for players and DMs to make up their own. NPCs and monsters use a single skill value instead of 3 attributes, and also have a morale and less bookkeeping for inventory and spells. There are some general guidelines for converting OSR monsters stats to DURF. There are pages for NPCs, equipment, and magical items. The Archetypes supplement converts the classless system and standard DURF to a base class with unique starting gear and abilities. Characters can still grow as they choose after starting. The DURF character sheet, like the game rules, is simple and straightforward. Pick a character name, 3 attribute scores, strength, dexterity, and willpower, status values for hit dice, wounds, armor current and max, and XP earned. Then an inventory section that is also meant to track stress, the maximum number of inventory slots or stress slots, and the gold pounds carried. A box for portrait and notes, and lastly a box for known spells. There is a lot to like about DURF, including the damage, death, wounds, stress, supplies, and spell casting systems. By adding the archetype content, players who like character classes will feel right at home. Like most indie RPGs, the brief rules put a lot of the cognitive load on DMs to resolve. This probably isn't for first-time DMs. I get the feeling that Emil is eager to continue supporting DURF with more content and to help spread the idea by hacking DURF for your own rules-light RPG designs. Please post in the comments if you have a favorite indie RPG that you think I should make a video for, or what it is that you actually like about DURF. This episode is brought to you by Kaboomkin, the smaller, faster, funnier RPG of cartoon, fairy tale, post-apocalypse mayhem. It's time to blow stuff up. Get it now at www.kaboomkin.com. Thank you all for watching this episode. Hit like, subscribe, or ring the bell, or Booger will get you. If you want to see more videos like this, go to hopspush.com and buy an RPG or t-shirt. Do good, annoy evil, and bye-bye.